This program is proudly brought to you by the VAFA Live Official app. With live scores, team stats, player stats and much, much more. Everything you need for the VAFA in the palm of your hand. Download it from the App Store or Google Play now.
Good evening everyone, it's Christian here reporting for Complete Sports Management. We're here at Alstonwick Park where Collegians have run away with the win by 17 points. Next to me is co-captain Courtney Hilton. Courtney, it was a game that was really enthralling to watch. You probably kicked away in the second and third term, but by the fourth quarter it was a neck and neck arm wrestle, wasn't it?
Yeah, look, we knew that regardless they were going to come at us pretty hard and it was going to be a pretty solid day. I was really proud of the boys to be able to get that momentum. It did get wrestled back. They've got a really elite midfield and, we've been struggling with a ruck position all year, so they managed to get their hands on it a lot early. But we did manage to hold strong, and I think that we were never going to run away with it anyway, so it was always going to be a bit of an arm wrestle, but I'm really happy with the boys that we got through, and then it puts us 6 points clear of them in fourth spot, so it's a really positive result.
You touched on the ruck complications throughout the year. The last few weeks I thought Ben Daru, despite maybe losing a bunch of the hit-outs, his work around the ground, and today, especially in the last quarter, kicked two massive goals. How important is he to the structure? Yeah, look, he's a big boy, and he's one that's played a lot of footy all around the ground, and I think he's been loving getting himself up there and getting himself in it because, as generally a centre-half back, he usually doesn't get that opportunity. So he's pretty fit, he moves around really well, and although, maybe he doesn't win a lot of the tap-outs, he ends up playing sort of that big fourth midfielder that can take marks and obviously push forward and kick some goals. So, it was a really impressive effort from him today. Just another key position player that I thought had a massive impact on the game, Alex Croft up forward, but then also to pinch hit in the ruck. His season, he's slowly progressed into it well, but he's really becoming a danger for the scoreboard. Yeah, absolutely. And, he's been battling with some groin issues earlier in the year, and he's one of those guys that once he gets going, he has a lot of potential, and he's just really dynamic. He can kick a goal, he can take a mark, and definitely pinch hit, which is something that we really need because, not having a full-time ruckman, we need to have all the options we can get. So it's been a blessing, definitely having him back. We talk about there's no easy games in the Premier Division. Next week you got Uni Blues back at home. Yep. How do you look at that one first thing? Yeah, look, well, we've got a good record against Uni Blues. They're a really quality side, but we seem to match up with them pretty well. We'll just take it as it comes, take those merits. But look, we definitely want to set our sights on the 4 points, really consolidate that top four spot and just start building towards finals. I think, we're starting to get a bit of momentum. We've had some lull patches, but we're starting to get our boys full back into it and starting to get that fitness through the midfield. So I think we're going strong. That's all from me tonight, guys. Next up, we'll have Adida with the old Melburnians coach.
Thanks, Christian. I'm here with the senior assistant coach of Melburnians, Paul. So, Paul, what are your thoughts about the game?
I think it would have been a really good game of football to watch for a neutral observer. When they're tight games, they're always a bit nerve-wracking for the teams that are involved in the game. Really high standard game of footy, and at the end of the day, Collegians just took their opportunities more than we did, and were able to get the 4 points at the end.
Talking about they taking the opportunities, do you think your goals, you had more scoring shots actually compared to them, and you're kicking in front of the goal? Do you think that is one of the reasons you all went down today?
Oh, absolutely. We had Ferg Lappin run into an open goal in the first quarter from the goal square and miss. They were very good and polished with their goal kicking, and we weren't. And it was probably a difference in the end.
And the other point, I felt like the second quarter you didn't score a goal at all. Do you think what do you think went wrong that quarter? You weren't able to get in front of the goal. You had 3 scoring shots the whole quarter. So what went wrong there?
Yeah, we weren't able to control the ball as much as Collegians were. They got us on the outside, so we had too many players at the contest around the ground, and if the ball spilt free, they had more balance around the outside of the contest, and that's where they got us with their running game. But we're able to tweak that at half time, and we're super proud of how the boys went from about the 10-minute mark of the third quarter.
Yeah, you must be super impressed. You got back in the game, you got within 2 goals actually at the end of the third quarter. You had momentum going to the fourth. It was an even contest in the fourth quarter. You just weren't able to get over the line.
That's right. I mean, it was even. You know, they scored 4 goals 3, we scored 3 goals 4, and and missing some easy shots. I thought again, but that's footy.
Yeah, just talking about Gross Brothwick, he had an immensely outstanding game. I thought he disposed his 10 clearances, 2 goals. Just what do you think he's bringing to a game for your team?
He's been amazing. He brings so much competitiveness. He's a beast around the stoppages, incredibly strong, and he has a will to win. He refuses to get beaten. So we just love what he brings to the game, and his teammates are inspired around him.
That's great. Now, so coming up next week, you have Trinity. So what's your plans going into the game there?
Well, we'll watch the tape. We'll learn from where we need to learn from our game, and then we'll watch Old Trinity, and we'll make sure that we're really well prepared. The players have got to recover well. We've got to if we bring our best game, like we did today, and we convert better, then we'll be a real chance to win. That said, Old Trinity at their home ground are a very, very difficult side to beat, and I think they lost today, and they're still in a relegation battle, but we know that their best is very, very good, and they absolutely smashed us in the first half when we played them here last time. We were able to get on top of them in the end, so we're preparing for a very good Old Trinity.
That's it from me at Elstwick Park, where Collegians have beaten all Melburnians by 17 points. See you all next week.
This has been another Complete Sports Management production.